is Solid Waste District. No one here? Okay.
Oh, there's someone.
Oh, you're going to come, okay, yes.
Jeff Peters from Peters Franklin.
Hi, Jeff.
Financial advisors, hello. Financial advisors to the Solid Waste District as well. Only if you have any questions,
Okay.
what we talked about last time was they have asked for an excess levy appeal, which is the same as they did last year, same as the county is pursuing for growth in AV above a certain growth factor. And again, that is for them to start to build a reserve for storm response, things like that.
Correct.
Madam President, do we need a new roll call before we start?
No, do we need to do that before the regular meeting?
For this meeting?
I don't have a roll call for this one. Should we do that?
Is
Pardon me?
Melinda on Zoom?
Yeah, there's people on Zoom.
Is Melinda on Zoom?
No.
Okay, Amy, just for safety reasons, why don't you go ahead and do a roll call?
Dan Burton,
Present?
Ron Deere,
Present.
Ron Bates,
Present.
Jonathan T. Myers,
Present.
John Mallett,
Here.
John Dittmers,
Here.
Melinda Reesers.
Absent. I was going to wait till the regular meeting, Mr. Bates, to welcome you to our council, but I'll go ahead and do it now since we did a roll call. We're open for an official meeting. I'm sorry, Mr. Peters. But welcome, glad to have you. This is Ron Bates, our new council. Was appointed last month, I guess, and this is your first meeting.
19th,
Well, welcome, and we're glad to have you. We look forward to working with you.
same here.
So now, we will move on to, first order of business is adoption of the budget for the binding unit for the solid waste district, and then we will move on to the resolution for the petition to appeal. Okay? So,
I move that we accept the Johnson County solid waste budget, the adopted budget of $1,189,762, the adopted tax levy of $1,108,764, and the adopted tax rate of 0.0094.
okay, motion by Mr. Mallers,
Second.
second by Mr. Deere. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So the motion passes. And we will move on to the Solid Waste District, approval of resolution 2024.
Okay. I move that we approve Resolution 2024-06, which is a resolution of petition to appeal for an increase above the maximum levy. It's a 3-year growth factor in the amount of $100,000 for the solid waste district.
We have a motion by Mr. Mallers,
Second.
a second by Mr. Dittmers. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Hants Lake Conservancy. I don't see anyone here, so based on that, I'm open for a motion.
I move to accept the Hants Lake Conservancy District budget, the adopted budget of $15,650, the adopted tax levy of $12,900 even, and then the adopted tax rate of 0.2152.
I have a motion by Mr. Mallers,
Second.
second by Mr. Deere. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And it passes. Next on the agenda is the Hensley, Amity Fire District. So there was a change there. It needs to be made in the motion, so I'm open for a motion.
I move to accept the Amity Fire Protection District pending the change. Initially, we had approved the budget, the adopted budget for the Special Cume Fire Fund of $70,000, but it should actually be $65,500. So the new total to approve for adopted budget would be $350,575. The adopted tax levy would be $167,060, and the adopted tax rate would be 0.1107.
I have a motion on the floor and by Mr. Mallers, and a second by Mr. Bates. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next on the agenda is the Hensley Fire District.
Jeff Peters again, just available for any questions if you have them.
Thank you, Mr. Peters. Floor is open for a motion.
I move to accept or approve the Hensley Fire Protection budget here, the adopted budget of $1,145,856, adopted tax levy of $782,508, and the adopted tax rate of 0.1635.
A motion on the floor for Hensley Fire District.
Second.
A second by Mr. Myers. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Next up is Needham Fire District.
Again, available for any questions.
Thank you, sir.
I move we approve the Needham Fire Protection District budget, adopted budget of $958,298, adopted tax levy of $534,364, and adopted tax rate of 0.1406.
The motion on the floor by Mr. Mallers,
Second.
a second by Mr. Bates. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next up is the Nineveh Fire District. And we do have someone coming to the podium.
Chief Joshua Snyder, just here for any questions. Sorry about the confusion the last time. We got all that straightened out, so.
Thank
all
you.
right.
Thank you, Mr. Snyder. We appreciate that.
Welcome, Chief.
So the floor is open for a motion for the Nineveh Fire District.
I move to approve the Nineveh Fire Protection District budget, adopted budget of $613,360, adopted tax levy of $394,336, and the tax rate of 0.1582.
A motion on the floor by Mr. Mallers,
Second.
second by Mr. Myers. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up on the agenda is Bargersville Fire District. Along with that, we also have a petition to appeal. So we will take the first vote on the district budget.
It's Brooke Chalet with Reedy Financial Group, just here if you have any questions.
Hi,
Hi,
thank you.
you're welcome. Thank you.
I move to accept the Bargersville Fire Protection budget, the adopted budget of $14,404,861, adopted tax levy of $8,468,203, and the adopted tax rate of 0.4640.
Have a motion on the floor by Mr. Mallers,
Second.
a second by Mr. Deere. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Next up is the approval of Resolution 2024-07.
Move to approve Resolution 2024-07, which is a resolution of petition to appeal for an increase above the max levy. It's a 3-year growth factor in the amount of $514,661 for Bargersville Fire Protection District.
A motion on the floor by Mr. Mallers,
Second.
a second by Mr. Bates. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And last on the agenda is White River Fire District. Hello.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Pell, Chief of the White River Township Fire Department, and I'm just here to answer questions.
Thank you, sir.
Move to approve White River Township Fire budget, adopted budget of $19,484,252, adopted tax levy of $10,458,706, and tax rate of 0.4173.
A motion on the floor for White River Fire District by Mr. Mallers,
Second.
a second by Mr. Dittmers. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Chief.
So at this point, Adam, do we do we adjourn, take
Yeah,
a
we
motion
just-
to adjourn, and then we start back at our regular meeting at
Yeah.
6,
Close
correct?
this meeting completely, then we'll start a whole new one at 6.
According to the agenda, we are done. Is, no one has anything further they'd like to come to the podium? Okay, open for a motion to close the meeting.
So moved.
We have a motion to close, so everyone say aye if they want to close. Okay.
I did, second.
Mr. Yeah. So we will be back here at 6 o'clock to start our regular meeting.
Oh.